Okay. No one bothers me when I'm having this meeting. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, hi, I'm Laura. I'm one of the directors on for this training. We're on week 3, which is all about recruiting. So I'm excited to be here and let's get started. These last few weeks, you have been putting into action and booking parties, implementing and structuring host coaching to pair with a party experience and booking new parties from those parties. You have started building habits and skills in the booking area. And with daily to do with you and the host coaching, you are also working on boosting sales with the action items you're now structuring in your days. So tonight, we want to add our final piece of the puzzle in having a successful and growing business, which is recruiting. Yes, we've already dipped our toes with talking to our hosts about the business, but tonight I want to encourage you to open another door of your business by thinking about seeing who else could use the blessing of this business. So as you are working your parties, you will see that we have a lot of rock star guests who would be amazing at the business as well. These guests might be someone who's commenting on all the things. Maybe they're sharing photos on their favorite products. Maybe they're sharing recipes, or maybe they're chatting back and forth with you all week long. These guests are also those we can start to ask. And now I know you're probably hoping that I will be sharing some copy and paste words sparkle with unicorn dust. Hold on. And that will help you recruit every single person you talk to. That's not what is going to happen. Yes, I'm going to provide you with resource page that has examples of wording that can be used in very specific situations. But you guys, what I want you to encourage you all to do is just to be you, be authentic, because this will help people get to know who you are. Let these conversations happen naturally and do not word vomit. Hold on. And do not word vomit to be, it needs to be used in very specific situations. I want to encourage you just, okay. Sorry. Let the conversations happen naturally and do not like I mentioned again, word vomit all over the nibbled ideas of the business when you or they start asking questions. So yeah, the simpler, the better. And we want to listen to our potential new team member. But to help you grow in all the skills of recruiting, what we want you to do is send screenshots to your upline for help. This part is, I will say, is extremely important, from booking reach outs to potential new team members. If you're stuck on what to say, reach out to your upline. The hands-on work is going to help you build that skill, which is what we're going to do with the other tasks this month. Too, right. Am I being 100% serious right now? We want you to screenshot us, like I mentioned before, the ask. After they respond to the ask, then again, after you respond to the response. So every time they give you a response, reach out your upline and how the best wording to help you work around it. This is going to help you see where we can help you, guide you in responses that we're doing 3 simple things. We are validating concern, offering a solution, and asking another question. For example, if you're talking to a guest who's sharing all their favorite tools all week long in your party, that conversation might look something like this. Gosh, Chelsea, I just love how much you love all the tools you have in your kitchen. You know, I have been really thinking this week, with the love of the product, I think you would be great at what I do. Have you ever thought of doing something like Pampered Chef? And we want to give them a moment to think about it and respond. She may say something, I have, but I just don't have the time. I really don't think my friends would buy from me. My response would to validate, offer solution, and ask another question. I can totally relate to all those things. And this is where the response back, I was a busy to stay home mom running a full-time daycare from home, which is, this is about Annie. When I joined, I had done the 5 other direct selling before Pampered Chef. So I totally thought I wasn't good at sales either. What I found different about Pampered Chef when I joined is I was able to work as little as much as I wanted around the schedule I already had in place. And a few of my friends and family were my first hosts. And from there, I would able to grab a few parties from each of those. Do you feel like time is your main concern, is holding you back from giving it a try? And this is where the conversation will start flowing from that direction. So this is why it's very important to stay in touch with your upline through these conversations. And we won't always give you a response. We will going to ask you to tell us what you would say to the response, and whether you can either say, yep, hit send, or we will help you tweak it just a little. And it's just so important for you to keep track of who you're talking to about the business that you can follow up occasionally. So, yep, I have another tracker for you. This is true because a lot of times you'll talk to someone, and if we don't have a formal way of tracking it, whether it's digital or on paper, we will sometimes we'll forget, and we might have a potential team member that we've lost. So the tracking is actually really important. There's no way, I don't know about you, but I can't remember all the things. So tonight, I would want you to write a note to get yourself a binder. This binder can have sections for trackers you have printed and continuously use, and this tracker will be good for all the different for each week that we've gone over. Have a section for your party trackers. Have a section for your contact reach outs. You can have a section for recruit leads, and make note next to the name of things you've learned. This part's important too. You might maybe things about their lives, things about their family that you can go back and you can talk to them about that first. It's kind of a good idea. Maybe the objectives that held them back, dates to check back in, whatever that would you find to be important if we have to further the conversation later on. Having systems are great, but without organization, your systems can fall flat. All your notes can be in one place, and it'll help you stay focused and sane. So as we wrap up tonight, I want you to know that I'll be sharing documents, I'll be sharing in a moment, that you have some conversation starters, example wording on some specific overcoming objections, as well as the fun photo that shows the 3 tips to validate, offer concern, and followed by a question. But remember that we want you to send screenshots too. I can't even say this enough. Please send screenshots. Use this example as a way to mold a response and send this to us before sending us to your leads. Using your party tracker to find your rockstar leads and also our hosts to talk about the business. Then put all those true leads onto your lead list. And of course, keep those 50 contacts, reach outs per week going. And that's for booking or whatever, because sometimes you just don't know if someone is really looking for something. Now it's going to be time for if anybody has any questions that I could help that you always wanted to ask, you're maybe nervous to ask, or you have a specific example with someone that you thought would be great and how we could help you further. Hey, who here, everybody have someone they have a particular person in mind that they've thought about they would like to ask, but you're maybe a little nervous to ask the question? It could be a lot of things sometimes. I mean, obviously our first reach outs are always to our host, a great host. I mean, you can really tell. Like you mentioned, it was about the rockstar guest, but also the host. If they're doing all the things and you barely have to tell them, they'd be an amazing consultant. And they would. So what I'm going to do right now, when maybe everybody can have a chance to think, I'm going to share some of the trackers for everybody to look at. So I'll share that as we're if you can, like, if you have any questions, that's fine. And if you don't want to go on on the speaker, you can also just put it in the chat.
Did you have the okay, there they are.
Yeah, yeah, I'm starting. I'm working on sending. Yeah, I do have the 3. Let's do that right now where we're.
Oh, I think that it accidentally went just directly to me.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I know why. Never mind. Hold on. Let's try that again. Yeah, because you help. Okay, I know.
So is that the business lead list?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's not really. You see it from my end?
Well, I see it in there. Yeah, and here is the Google document for the homework for this week, which it also has that Canva in there. And then the conversation starters document.
Okay, thanks,
There's a
Chelsea.
couple other things in there as well. And if you have any questions about anything in the document, let Laura, me, Angela, or Danny know, and we would be glad to help.
We would.
How many people right now already track their lead list? No. Okay. Patty, how do you track your leads? Do you do it on paper or do you have a tracker on like Google Sheets or something?
I do both. Right now I'm focusing mostly on, I do it on paper. But
Okay.
I do have a Google Doc that I put it in. That way I can just pull it up if I'm in there. But then I also have the list, and I've been using the one that Danny printed out or sent us. So I just
Yeah.
use that. And um, that was actually the contact list, but I do have the leads list here somewhere. But I track them both the same way.
Awesome.
I actually think that does it really helps. I mean, it helps me because you get to that thing, it's in front of you, and you can go back and know where your next step is. Because sometimes you get lost in your messages and even like digitally. So I actually like that because I can literally physically take a look at it and think, oh, I haven't reached back out of that because you can forget. It really can. I mean, there's always very different ways of tracking. Obviously, whatever works for everybody, but I do actually really like using that tracking list.
Yes, for sure. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll do the spin the wheel for everyone who has their camera on. And I know that Linda, Dina, and Sherry, you guys had your camera on at the beginning. Okay, let's get.
Here I am again, sorry.
Yay! No, you're good. Okay, so there we go. 100%.
Yay.
All right, can you guys see the name wheel?
Oh,
Yes, now.
Danielle Kodiak's getting sick.
Yeah, I think I got everyone right. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Yay! So you will get some happy mail from your director. Congratulations. All right. Well, if there is nothing else, we are going to give you the gift of 10 minutes until the next call.
Yeah, and we have the booking blitz coming up in what, 10 minutes.
Yes.
Trust me, it's cool. I love the booking blitzes because sometimes when you're booking out, you feel like you're by yourself, even though if they have music. I always feel like I'm with my friends. So I actually love those. I think they're a lot of fun, actually.
They are a lot of fun. Yes. And if you guys have any questions that kind of come up, just, yes, shoot your upline a message or any of us, and we would be glad to help.
Yeah, thanks guys for joining.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.